Welcome to this yoga to start your day. My name is Suzanne Lawson. You shouldn't need any props for this practice. Just come to stand at the top of your mat with your feet hip width apart. And we're just going to tune into our body and our breath. So just rock back and forward on the toes and the heels with your palms together, just to ground yourself into your mat for the beginning of your day. And then bring yourself to steadiness, breathing in and breathing out. Connecting with the start of your day, so be mindful of your body. It's been asleep. And we're just going to open it up gently. So taking the hands either side of the waist, inhale, lift up, look up, palms together. And then draw through your heart center, forward fold. Relax the head. Inhale the arms up, palms together, look up. Exhale, palms come down back to the heart center. And again, arms down, inhale, coming up, look up. And exhale, slowly coming all the way down. Bend those knees if you need to. Relax the head. Inhale, arms up, look up, palms together. Palms back to heart center. Bend the knees. Straighten the legs. Inhale, arms up, look up. See if you can do a slight back bend. And then open the arms out like a sunbeam. Interlace the fingers, flip them up, and take yourself over to your right side. Opening up the body on the left, pressing those fingers and the hands away from you, shoulders back, come back to center, look up, separate the palms and bring your palms back down to your heart center. Inhale the arms up, look up, palms together, interlace the fingers, press away from you. And take yourself over to your left side, pressing those feet equally into the mat beneath you as you bring a stretch in the right side of the body. Breathing in and breathing out. Inhale back to center, look up, separate the hands. And then bring your fingertips to your shoulders and let's just do some circles, forward and back. Forward and back, opening up the shoulders. Now start to bring those elbows all the way around in a bigger circle, bringing them together and back, and then other way, bringing the elbows back and forward now. Interlace the hands behind the back and just draw your shoulder blades back, opening up the front of the body, the heart and the throat chakra. Take your gaze up to the ceiling, taking your fist over to your right waist, pressing into the right side. Take your left ear to your left shoulder and breathe. And do what feels intuitive for your neck. Moving the chin one way, the other way, moving it up, moving it down. Release and bring your fist to your left side of your body, taking your right ear to your right shoulder. And again, moving the head in a way that feels good to open the neck and the shoulder blades. Bringing your hands back to center, interlace the fingers behind your back, bend the knees and start to come to a forward fold. As you come forward into your forward fold, start to see if you can lift that fist bump away from your lower back. And then I invite you to straighten one leg and straighten the other leg, bringing a nice release in the back, in the glutes, in the hamstrings, and in the shoulder blades. Breathing in and breathing out. And release the palms down to the ground. Take the hands on the lower back. Just draw the shoulder blades back and in. Take them to the back of the knees and take them back to the floor. Then just walk your feet out to the outside of your mat and come down into a squat. Your arms want to be on the inside of your knees, palms together. Look up, close the eyes, and then we're going to come into a flow. So drop the palms, straighten the legs as much as you can, and drop the head. And then on your exhale, drop your booty, palms back into your squat. Inhale, plant the palms, pressing up. Exhale, drop your booty, palms to prayer. Inhale, coming back up, straighten those legs, lifting the hips, and exhale back down. So just opening up the spine here. It's a little bit like a standing cat-cow as we're coming through, bringing some oxygen into our spine. Then come to sit down on your bum, and we're going to come into a twist. Extend the left leg out in front, take that right foot over the left knee. Your right palm wants to go flat down on the ground behind you. Left arm, elbow over right knee. And then turn yourself over to the right. And I invite you to really stretch that left hand, the left fingertips, and flex your left foot, drawing that right shoulder back and down, and then come back to center, release. We do the other side, left foot over right knee, then take your right hand on up above, inhale, taking it over the left knee. Do you want your left hand down on the ground, drawing that left shoulder blade back, and release. Well done. So let's just take a cross-legged position. So I want you to just take your time here to get yourself set up, because we're going to come into a forward fold. So you just want your shins crossed, feet flexed, and then you're going to grab hold of your feet and then come forward with a straight back. So lengthen the spine first and then come forward in between your legs. See if you can get your elbows on the outside of your kneecaps. And this gives you space to come forward and down. Just take your gaze to the front of your mat to keep your spine straight, your neck in line with your spine. Maybe give your feet a little bit of a rub. And then come all the way up. And we'll change the cross in the legs. So this might feel a little bit more unnatural. It might be a little bit more stiff. You might really notice a difference when you come into this side. So just connect with your breath. Connect with the mat beneath you. Breathing in and breathing out. Enjoying this stretch before your day as you bring that energy, that prana into your body just by breathing. Then press yourself all the way back up. And then come all the way round and press yourself up into downward facing dog. We're going to come into a little bit of a flow here. So just wake up the legs, bending one knee, bending the other. In this downward facing dog, press the hands firmly into the mat. And then bring your feet together, and on an inhale, extend that right leg back in space. Bend the knee, and then just take small circles with that right knee. One way, then the other way. And then look forward and bring your right foot through to the front of your mat. And let's just move through our runner's lunge. So moving back and forward. Just being mindful of our day. Then plant the left palm down and take that right hand to your right waist. So just moving through. Just see how it feels. Don't need to force it. Then drop the back knee down. See if you can lift that back foot off the mat so it's in space, and intentionally see if you can reach for that back foot. You don't need to. If you can't, that's fine. Just intentionally send your brain to that posture. Drawing that right shoulder blade back, then coming back to the front of your mat. Lift that back knee off the mat and then draw yourself all the way back up into a crescent lunge now, but bend those elbows and look up. So really drawing the elbows back, opening up the heart, opening up the throat chakra. On an inhale, straighten your right leg and straighten your arms. On an exhale, bend. Inhale, straighten legs and arms. Exhale, bend. A little bit like the sun coming in and out. Take your palms to your heart. Wait for a moment. Notice how you feel. And then you're going to see if you can come up into aeroplane pose. So you're going to really press into that right leg, lifting and through as you draw that right leg back, point the toes, press into the left foot, and then bring yourself all the way back up. Coming round and back into warrior two, bending that right leg, straight arms, powerful warrior. Drop the back arm, straighten the right leg for reverse triangle, look up. And then exhale the breath, windscreen wiper the arms all the way down and push yourself all the way back up into three-legged dog. Right leg lifts. Bend that right leg. And then return that right leg back down to the mat, downward facing dog. Breathe. And then inhale, left leg lifts, bend the knee, circle that knee, small movements one way, small movements the other way. Draw that left leg through to the front of your mat, in between your hands. Extend the left leg, the right leg back, and just rock back and forwards. Just opening out the hips, plant the right palm and take your left hand to your left side body. Just moving through, opening up the left side body. Drop your right knee, lift your foot, taking your left palm to your sacrum area. Imagine you're pushing that elbow towards your foot. You can maybe extend that left knee out. Release. And then let's lift that back knee and bring yourself all the way up with an inhale. bringing the elbows bent, fingers strong. And then we'll go into our flow. So we inhale, straighten the leg, arms out, look up. Exhale, back down to our bent, elbowed posture. And palms to our heart. And then we're going to try and come up into that aeroplane pose again. Pressing into the left foot, lifting the right leg up and back, sweeping the arms behind you, and step that right leg back, arms come up, look up, and then transition into our warrior two. Inhale, reverse triangle, and then exhale, take your arms all the way around and press your left leg up and back, three-legged dog. Bend the knee and take it back down, downward facing dog. Drop the knees down to the mat and just ease out any tension in the back. Let's just come back onto our hands, lifting one knee, lifting the other. Here comes Bonnie, she's obviously woken up, come to say good morning. And then lift up the hips, pressing those hands into the mat beneath you, maybe tipping the head back slightly, opening up the throat chakra, stretching the front body, stretching the fronts of the legs, and release. Bring your hands down in front of you and we'll just do a stretch. So flex the feet and then just come up onto the toes, pressing into the hands, and just move back and forward on those toes just to open up the feet, open up the toes, opening up the fingers. And then turn your palms around one by one, coming forward and back, releasing any tension in the wrists, ankles, knees. Drop your knees, relax your feet, and just shoulder rolls, moving your head one way, the other way. Maybe take this moment now to set your intention for your day if this is something that you like to do. And just rolling the back, allowing the head to be heavy. Give yourself a hug. Just allowing that head to really release any tension in the neck. And then draw yourself all the way back up once you've released that tension. We bring our palms to prayer. Take our palms to our heart. And I invite you to have a beautiful day. Thank you so much for joining me on the mat today for this morning yoga practice. Namaste. If you've enjoyed this practice, please do like, comment and subscribe. And if you are interested in your female health, I run a program online, Wellness to Womb. Please find me at wellnesstowomb.com. Namaste.